Kelechi Nwogu. I'm from River State. I represent the people of Ichie Omuma Federal Constituency. Right, Honorable Speaker, my distinguished colleague. Let me start on Order 8, Rule 5. I wish to bring a motion on matter of urgent public importance on the need for intervention to avert the impending massive failure of candidates who are going to write the 2026 WAEC exam using CBT capable of causing depression and deaths of students. Right, Honorable Speaker, I promise to be very brief in this motion. Also, that this House do suspend the relevant rules to allow me to take this motion now. I so move. Need for intervention to avert the pending massive failure of candidates intending to write the 2026 West African Examination Council WAEC using computer-based examinations CB, capable of causing depression and death of students. The House notes that the West African Examination Council WAEC is a body saddled with the conduct of higher education entering qualifier examination for students of senior secondary schools. The House notes that higher education institutions have made it mandatory for any candidate seeking admission to have at least 5 credits, including English and mathematics, in the West African Examination Council WAEC. The House further notes that the 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination Result Portal was shut down due to what they call technical glitches, with the candidates suffering the consequences. The House disturbed that the Federal Ministry of Education planned to conduct the 2026 West African Senior Secondary School examination scheduled to commence in March using the computer-based examination CB. The House is also disturbed that despite the outcry by the National Union of Teachers and heads of schools, both public and private, especially those in a rural area, hosting over 70% of students, the Federal Ministry of Education has declared that there is no going back. Right, Honorable Speaker, my distinguished colleague, the House took cognizance that computer-based examination requires fully furnished hall with functional computers, internet facility, constant electricity supply, be it from the national grid or standby generator. Mr. Speaker, the House is aware that about 25,500 schools across the country have candidates to write the 2026 examination expected to be conducted in all the schools at the same time for 4 months, starting from March to July. House is also aware that most of the schools in the urban areas and in the rural areas do not have functional computers, nor computer teachers, and also, as a result, they have not used computers before. We are further aware that unlike JAM, no candidate is expected to write less than 9 subjects, including practical, objectives, and theory. Worried that it is wrong to start this policy now without adequate preparation, suggesting that the Federal Ministry of Education and Examination Body should have at least 3 years projection to commence the policy by 2029-2030 academic year. Concerned that the outcome of the WAEC result of students who are considered to be leaders of tomorrow using CBE will be devastating if allowed to commence, leading to massive failure, frustration, drug abuse, and other social vices. Right, Honorable Speaker, and my distinguished colleagues, the House resolve as follows: to direct the Federal Ministry of Education and the Federal Ministry of Education and the Examination Body WAEC to suspend commencement of the policy with immediate effect. Urge the Federal Ministry of Education, in collaboration with the state, to include in the 2026 budget 2027, 2028, and 2029 the recruitment of computer teachers, construction of computer hall with internet facilities, and supply of standby generators, and also monitor adequate provisions in private schools before commencement of the policy in 2030. Finally, Mr. Speaker, mandate the committees on basic examination bodies, digital and information technology, basic education and services, and labor, employment and productivity to interface with the relevant stakeholders in the education, information, and technology sectors and report back within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, thank you for this opportunity. I so move.